How's it going, everyone? I'm Adam Molina. And for the longest, the Bose QC25s were pretty much the gold standard for active noise canceling headphones. Nothing else was quite as good, but those were announced a few years ago, and now there are plenty of other ANC headphones to choose from. Some of which, like the Sennheiser Momentum Wireless or the Parrot Zeeks, went up the Bose just by being wireless. So now with the new QC35s, Bose decided to ditch the wires and join the Bluetooth club. But is it too late? When you open up the box, you'll get a hardshell carrying case, the headphones, a 3.5mm audio cable, a micro USB charging cable, airplane adapter, and the instruction booklet. Even if you've never owned the QC25s, you're probably very familiar with them. You can't get in a subway car or go on an airplane without seeing at least one person sporting the headphones. But the QC35s have a very similar design, making them instantly recognizable. Bose didn't make any drastic design changes with the QC35s, but these aren't exactly the same. If you hold them up next to the QC25s, you will notice some subtle differences, and they are a little bit bigger. The headband is slightly thicker, the ear cups are slightly bigger, and the headphones overall are slightly heavier. Of course, this is to be expected considering these new headphones have basically all the components built in, unlike the QC25s, which siphoned off some of the functionality to the audio cable. This time around, the microphone and playback controls are now incorporated into the headphones instead. And Bose also decided to ditch the AAA battery required for the QC25s in favor of a rechargeable lithium-ion battery that's built into the headphones. All that plus the active noise cancelling components that are now built into the headphones makes their lightweight that much more impressive. Sure, they may be a bit heavier now, but you can't really tell. Maybe it's the extra padding on the headband or something similar to a placebo effect, but these are still very comfortable and don't feel heavy on the head at all. The headband is still very flexible and the headphones can fold down even smaller thanks to the ear cups being able to rotate 90 degrees and the headband folding at the hinges. On the right ear cup, you'll get the power/Bluetooth pairing switch and the two small grills where the microphones are. On the bottom are small indicator lights along with the playback controls. The QC35s don't have a crazy range or random features, but within the 33-foot range, it does work great. There wasn't really any skipping unless I was at the fringes of that 30 feet with a wall or two in the way. For everyday usage, these work fine. You can control volume, skip between tracks, answer in phone calls, and pause or play music with just a few simple taps and clicks. There's also a new app to go along with these, but honestly I'm not so sure why. The only useful feature as far as I could tell is the ability to set a timer for the headphones to automatically turn off so that you can save battery. It also tells you exactly how much battery life is left in the headphones, and it lets you rename the headphones to whatever you want. But is a brand new app really necessary to do all that? I'm not so sure. Bose claims that while you're connected via Bluetooth and have active noise cancelling turned on, the QC35s will give you a solid 20 hours of constant playback, and in our testing that was pretty spot on, though we got slightly less at about 18 or 19 hours. If you're going to be on a really long flight where you'll need more than that, you can always plug in the included audio cable and only use the active noise cancelling, which will double the battery life to about 40 hours. As you might expect, the noise cancelling on these is pretty strong. Even without music playing, the moment these touch your ears, a lot of outside noise just disappears. Bose headphones aren't known for having the biggest bass, and the QC35s are no exception. But if you happen to throw too much bass at them while they're on max volume, like in the song Unnecessary by Childish Gambino, they do seem to have a weird rattle that wasn't present in the previous version. That said, you probably shouldn't be blasting music into your ears at that volume anyway, but it's just something to take note of. If you listen to your music on regular volume, you probably won't see this issue. As you may have guessed, these are great in the mid-range department, but Bose products usually are. Instruments that live in the mids like strings and even vocals have a good amount of detail and just sound gorgeous. These definitely shine a bit more when listening to classical or acoustic music over something like hard rock and hip hop, but it's still good across the board. Highs sound good and there's no harshness at all, even at max volume. Of course, this could be and probably is because of how Bose tends to cut off the highs, leaving less detail, but that's a price I'm willing to pay for to not deal with any piercing sounds. Overall, these provide a comfortably pleasant listening experience. Bose products are really hard to hate, and it's never been so apparent to me than it is with the QC35s. With the exception of one or two things, these are basically a perfect pair of headphones. One of those things are the weird sound signature that Bose is so known for, and the other is that it's still very hard to justify a $350 price tag. Sure, the ANC is great and these are super comfortable, but I've heard headphones that are a third of the price with 70% of the functionality. Still, all that being said, I really like these headphones, and if you like Bose, you probably will too. We're giving the Bose QC35s an 8.5 out of 10. And that's it for our review. Thanks for watching. If you want to know more about these headphones, be sure to check out the full written review over at SoundGuys.com. While you're here, give us a couple thumbs up, let us know we're doing a good job. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and sign up to our monthly newsletter so you can stay up to date with all the newest reviews and audio news here at SoundGuys. That's also where we do our monthly giveaways, so you might want to do that. Links to all of that down there in the description. I'm Adam Molina. I'll see you later.